President Trump announcing today he's delaying a plan to deport thousands of undocumented immigrants. Those mass deportations were set to happen tomorrow. While Minneapolis and St. Paul were not expected to be a part of the raids tonight, the mayors of both cities are reacting to the developments. Kaya Edwards is here with that story. Kaya.
Rena, this all started Monday when the president tweeted his plan for the mass deportations. Just this afternoon, he tweeted that he's delaying that process. And tonight, we're learning about potential factors that may be behind this sudden change of plans.
President Trump says plans for mass raids are delayed because Democrats requested it. But NBC News reports that two Department of Homeland Security officials told the network the raids were delayed largely because of these other reasons. The plan had been leaked to the media, and secondly, ICE did not have plans in place for detaining the immigrants they were going to arrest and deport this weekend.
These are people that came into the country illegally. They've been served. They've gone through a process of the courts, and they have to be removed from the country.
Trump says he approved the delay so that Democrats and Republicans could work out a compromise on immigration policy, writing on Twitter that if Congress isn't able to strike a deal, deportations start.
I can't begin to fathom what his motives are.
Plans may be fluid, but Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey says the city's stance on immigration won't change.
We are going to be standing side by side with our immigrant community. We're going to make sure that our police and our public officials are not sharing any information. They are not collaborating. They are not working with ICE.
The message is similar in St. Paul. Mayor Melvin Carter says, quote, while we are not aware of any planned ICE enforcement actions in our city, the St. Paul Police Department will not cooperate nor facilitate any such action.
These are our neighbors. These are our brothers. These are our sisters, and we have their back.
We reached out to U.S. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith for comment. Senator Smith's office got back to us with this statement, which says in part, I'm deeply concerned by the president's lack of a clear policy. We need the president to work with Congress on comprehensive solutions to our immigration issues. Rena?
Strong words from both mayors, Kaya. Interesting story. Thank you.